alright. In the house of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight. Not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.
You're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. When's the last time someone told you you were amazing? You're amazing. That's what I like to open with on Sundays, is just reminding you how amazing you are. So hello and welcome to House of Love and Light in my home in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm Amy Steinberg. I know that those who are watching right now are some of my closest friends, so you know who I am. But somebody might stumble upon this video at some point, and I want to say you're welcome here into my house. And I want to say just a few quick nods to like the time that we're living in, which is number one, Happy Pride. Happy Pride. It's the month of celebrating the LGBTQIA+, GLBTQIA+, WXYZ community, which I am a part of, have been a part of my entire life. I've always been around the queer folk, even before I came out myself as lesbian or bisexual or pansexual or whatever I might consider myself. I basically do not consider myself hetero, which is so funny because I'm watching Love Island. It's like one of my favorite shows, and it's so heteronormative. But you know what? I celebrate love. That's what we do here. We celebrate love. Love and light, hetero, homo, all the ways, all the genders, all the experiences, all the expressions of life. Also, gotta say happy Juneteenth, which is tomorrow, which is a day that is dedicated to recognizing justice and freedom in the African American community. And to recognize that is to tell you that I am an ally. I'm an ally to the Black community, and I was researching about the Emancipation Proclamation today because I learned some new things. I learned things that I didn't learn when I was in middle school, which is that it was really actually the original the Emancipation Proclamation, which was in the 1860s, I believe, 1863 maybe. A lot of places in the Northeast had already sort of passed laws and stuff, but when it was, drawn up, it was for the war. It was basically to free Black folk in the South to fight for the Union. I think that's how I interpreted all the things I read, because it's like you kind of got to read between the lines when you're reading history. I don't know what I'm reading anymore. I really need to educate myself. But I just want to say happy Juneteenth. May this day be about freedom for you, for all of us, for the whole human race, especially those in this country. For all over the world, not especially for these. We're celebrating that today. And then, of course, I have to say, happy Father's Day. Father's Day is a celebration not only of our fathers, but those who were father figures. It's also an awareness of folks that grew up without a father. It's also an awareness of fathers who've passed on, which mine has. So in the heavenly realm, I say he's in the heavenly realm, my father. Shout out to my daddy-o, who was an incredible dad. And I think all of our dads, I would hope to say, have done their best, and we are who we are because of them or because they weren't there. So, living in gratitude for what is, always living in gratitude for what is. So it's just a few of us here. I can't, I keep doing this even if it's for myself and my besties. But, I am excited to be here and share with you the things that I've put together. And always, 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 I want to say that I have a mission. And the reason why I keep doing this, and it's good for me to remind myself, and it's good for me to express it out loud, is that I'm here to nourish with some spiritual food. I want to uplift you, make you feel good, and I want to inspire you and me to be my highest and best. Be your highest and best you, and I will be my highest and best me. And we do that by a couple ways. We do it by singing, we do it by praying, and we do it with a little talk. And I also have like little decadent things like a card pull and some astrology and a little tool of the week. So I've got a lot to share today. And if you're here with me, I hope that you're here with me. I'm just going to say a shout out to those who are in the comments. And it is Christy, Stephanie, Jennifer, Joanne. I want to say thank you so much for being here with me. And I hope that this inspires your painting a little bit, Christy, as you're painting. I know you're painting a very exciting group of paintings. So that's really exciting to be a part of that if you're here with us still. So we're going to sing a song that I wrote because today's topic, these are random topics that I pick lately because I'm not doing monthly talks. I was doing monthly talks with the book of the month, but since I've kind of, I've slowed Hala down, I don't know how long it's going to go on as far as Sundays go. I'll be telling you more about that a little bit later in the hour. But as we slow down, I just pick topics that I love. And today the topic is lusciousness. And because I like to live a luscious life, I like to think of life as being delicious, as being tasty treat. Life is a tasty treat. It's yummy. It's edible. It's audible. It's sensorific. I like to experience life through my senses. So one of the ways that I experience that is through the recognition of abundance around us. And again, since this is really about feeding you some spiritual food, here's a decadent dosing of gratitude and abundance and awareness of prosperity everywhere around us. You are taken care of. I am taken care of. We are taken care of by the Spirit of love. You are being blessed by. I am being blessed by. We are being blessed by the Spirit of love. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance. Right now. Right now is another chance to live in abundance. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna sing it again. I want you to sing it with me. Trigger that parasympathetic nervous system. Get yourself calm, feeling good. It goes like this. You are taken care of. I am taken care of. We are taken care of by the Spirit of love. You're being blessed by. You are being blessed by. I am being blessed by. We are being blessed by the Spirit of love. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance to live in abundance. We're living in abundance. Look around, yeah. Living in abundance. Look around, yeah. Living in abundance. Look around right now. Deep breath, why not? And I thought I would sing this chant song with a wraparound, a lovely treatment for your mind, on luscious living. And I thought I'd sing Love, Sweet Love because this song came to me soon after my father passed. I was sitting outside, it was a beautiful day, and the weather and the sun, and I was sitting in the backyard, and I felt this profound peace, and I felt love just wrap itself around me, and I felt like it was my father giving me this chant. It was my way of grieving. It just came right through me. I invite you to join me singing on this. It goes like this. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love, sweet love, comes through. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love is the only truth. Love is the only truth. Love is the only Love, sweet love surrounds me now. Say it with me. Love, sweet love surrounds me now. Comes through. Love, sweet love comes through. Love, sweet love surrounds me now. Love is the only truth. Love is the only truth. I invite you to take a deep breath, to presence your awareness in the center of yourself, to know that everywhere there is good, there is God, there is life, there is source, there is energy. And this connective tissue, it is in the sun that's shining, and it's in the seasons changing. It's all around me. It's in my life. It's in your life. This love, this sweet, luscious life. I name it and I claim it good. I name it and I claim it yummy, delicious. I take a bite right out of life. I say thank you for the good in my life. Thank you for love in my life. Thank you for this luscious life. Yeah. Can I hear a hallelujah with this is a luscious life? And I release these words with great thanks, knowing that there is abundance overflowing for everyone. Joy and peace, freedom and harmony. I know that our hearts are taken care of right now. They are held in the divine masculine, the Spirit of God that is masculine, that is always there, that is loving us, that is holding us, that is giving us that tender touch, that tender knowing, that faith. That love, sweet love, surrounds me now. And so it is. Love, sweet love, comes through. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Oh, that's so beautiful, Jennifer. Love is the only truth. Love is the only truth. Love is the only truth. And you know what? In the spirit of that comment, Jennifer, let's all take a moment and really close your eyes and see if there's something or someone that you have to forgive. And let's sing this chant for that forgiveness, for that knowing that anything can be forgiven. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love, sweet love, comes through. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love is the only truth, yeah. Love is the only truth. Deep, deep, deep breath in. I want you to imagine right now that love opening up and sort of fanning out in your eyesight right now. And in like almost like a butterfly, the gratitude, the love is opening up into gratitude. As we fall in love, we can express that thank you for that good vibration that is surrounding us, that good vibration that is our lives. Can you hear me okay? I feel like I might be a little bit quiet today. I don't know why. I'm just going to kind of turn everything up just a hair so you can hear me better. I'm not sure why. That's okay. I'll speak up a little bit. All right. So I want you to think about gratitude, and then I'm going to come back. I just want you to think for just 15 seconds. What am I grateful for? Take a moment. Take a moment. Gratitude. Gratitude. What are you grateful for? Sandy says washing machines and dryers. I'm assuming then that you're doing laundry while you're listening to House of Love and Light. And how cool is that? Lori says music. Oh, I have so many things in my talk that I'm going to talk about that I think that I'm grateful for. But let me get into that vibration of gratitude. Right now, I'm really grateful for the friendships in my life. The ones where I feel like I can be completely open, completely authentic. I can let out steam. I'm so grateful for healing. I'm so grateful for mental health awareness. I'm so grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my beautiful partner, for my animals. Grateful for my family. Jennifer says, I'm grateful for humor. So grateful. And music too. Kaylee is grateful for BC powder. Amen. All right. Or Callie. Is Callie there? Hi, Callie. And yeah, I'm sorry if you have a headache. And I love air conditioning as well, Joanne. I'm grateful for air conditioning. Amen and hallelujah. So I pulled a card for us. From this deck, Healing Cards from Caroline Mace and Peter Occhiogrosso. And I just think it's a beautiful deck. And I pulled from that, and I like the card I pulled. Look at how pretty it is, first of all. And then I'll read it to you. It says, a cheerful expression brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones. So I'm going to read what this says, and it's between the notes, between the eyes for me, and I hope it is for you too. Here's a task. Be the bearer of only good news today. In living out this task, note whether you find it difficult to maintain, and if so, discover why within yourself. I was a part of a beautiful service earlier where Reverend Chris Alexander talked about pleasure. And she talked about that upper limit of pleasure when things can be just too good and we have to sabotage them. And I think that's the same thing. It's like if you're not used to saying the good news, if you're not used to just talking about the good, it can ring false. It can be weird. It can feel strange to talk about only the good. And you know, I've been talking about only the good on House of Love and Light now for 3 years for an hour a week. And it's like I can be having a week where everything's up and down and all around. I can have some tumultuous moments. I can have some emotional experiences. But for this hour, it's just like I'm focused in on just feeling good for a solid hour. And I'm telling you, it is wonderful. And I extend that. And I extend that throughout the day. And then I extend that throughout the week. And then I do Wednesday nights. And I extend that throughout the day. And I extend that throughout the week. And then there's moments of it being gone, of course, right? Because we don't feel good all the time. But I want to express to you that the reason why I continue doing this is because I want to feel good. I want you to feel good. I think you deserve it. I think I deserve it. I think we deserve to feel good. And I'm just going to keep saying that until my voice wears out. So I believe that we're here to live a luscious life. And that is why this week the topic is lusciousness. And just look at that. I mean, just look at that picture, right? It's the rose. I mean, it's just that, just beauty, the beauty and the spiral nature of the rose, that beautiful red that is in nature. And then that, the delicious strawberry, I put them together in that slide. I love that. I love the chocolate that's that natural dipped in the strawberry dipped in the chocolate, the sweet upon the sweet upon the sweet. When I think about lusciousness, I think about just deliciousness, delicious. Like life is just delicious. It should be enjoyed in that way. So I wrote a little chant about having a luscious life, and I hope that you'll sing along with me when you catch on to it, because it's going to be easy like all the chants that I do here on Sundays, and I appreciate you being here with me. This life is a luscious life, yeah. My life is a luscious life, oh. This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life, oh. My life is a luscious life, yeah. This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. We are free to live life lusciously. Let me be me and you be you perfectly. Let's celebrate unique individuality. Sweetly, sweetly live life lusciously. lusciously. This life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life. Come on now. My life is a luscious life. Whoa. This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life. My life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. We are free to live life lusciously. Let me be me, you be you, so perfectly. Let's celebrate unique individuality sweetly. Let's live life lusciously, sweetly. Let's live life lusciously, sweetly. Let's live life lusciously. Oh. Luscious, delicious, yummy. Is that what life is like for you? Is it? Do you take great pleasure in your life? And if not, what might be holding you back? And I ask myself every day, what is keeping me from feeling good right now? You know what I mean? This is my life's goal. I want to feel good. You know, in ministerial school, we were reading this book called The One Thing. And it was like, what is your one thing? And the only thing I could really get clear about was that I want to feel good. And I want to make you feel good because I think it's important. And I love this writer, Adrienne Marie Brown. She writes on pleasure activism. She writes on social justice. She writes on all kinds of cool stuff. But I'm going to read what she says. She says, pleasure reminds us to enjoy being alive and on purpose. Pleasure, embodied, connected pleasure, is one of the ways that we know we are free, that we are always free, that we always have the power to co-create the world. Pleasure heals the places where our hearts and spirits get wounded. Pleasure reminds us that even in the dark, we are alive. Pleasure is a medicine for the suffering that is absolutely promised in life. Pleasure is the point. Feeling good is not frivolous. It is freedom. I want you to say that with me. Feeling good is not frivolous. It is freedom. And I just have to ask you, do you feel free? Are you free? Do you live a luscious life? Last week I went out to California to connect with my fellow ministerial students and to be the musician at this retreat. And I had a very powerful moment with one of my peers where he asked me a very clear question about whether I believed it was okay for me to be free in a certain situation. And when I heard him say that, I realized that I did not believe that I could be free. So I ask you, if you don't feel free, I want to ask you, do you believe that it's fair for you to be free? Just indulge yourself in that question. Is it fair that you're free? That you feel that you are making your own choices, that you have your own life, that this is your luscious life, that this is your life to embrace, to live, to express? Or do you feel bound? Do you feel bound to people, places, and things? Do you feel bound to habits? Do you feel bound to thought patterns? What do you need to get free from in order to live that luscious life? And it's all about passion. Where does your passion lie? Of course, Oprah has this beautiful, these quotes are pretty random because we're not reading a book this month. Hello, Linda, and hello, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining. It's so nice to see everybody popping in here. I'm glad you're here. So Oprah says, passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. So I think sometimes with our passions, it connects to that freedom. What brings you that freedom? What passion that you have brings you that freedom? And what excites you? What turns you on? What turns you up? What lights you up when you're doing it, right? And the things that came to my mind when I was thinking about this was art. I mean, obviously you can see the art behind me. These are paintings that I've painted. I don't do it for anything, but I like it. It makes me feel good. I'm passionate about it. I have passion for it. It started out as something that I love to do. And then people started wanting to buy my paintings, which is really cool. It's a really cool feeling to see your passion turn into your purpose, turn into your prosperity, right? Your passion turns into your purpose, which turns into your prosperity naturally. There's nothing about having to be pushy about it. It's just, what is your passion? Are you living your life lusciously? And your passion will become your purpose, which will become your prosperity. This is all coming out of me. I hope I remember that. Okay. Your passion becomes your purpose, becomes your prosperity. Amen. Okay. So entertainment I have on my list. I'm very passionate about entertainment. I'm very passionate about watching the TV, about going to movies, about thinking about the TV that I've watched, about entertaining myself. I'm an entertainer. I like to watch things like House of Love and Light. I watch Center for Spiritual Living Seattle. Now those are for like spiritual entertainment, but it's still entertainment. I like to watch singers, and I haven't watched all of the Tony Awards, experiences, performances, but I love to be entertained. I wonder where that comes from. I would love to look up the history of entertainment, but I think that it's a very important part of human experience to be entertained. In fact, this week I'm going out to the Posse Fest it's at Unity Village, and I'm going to be entertained. I'm going to see Harold Payne do his one-man show. I'm going to see so many amazing singer-songwriters from all across the globe come to this one place to sing about positivity, to sing about love, to sing about light, to sing about what we do here every single Sunday. I get to see people I haven't seen in a very long time. I got my very own hotel room. I'm going by myself. My sweetheart is holding down the fort here with the animals and with, the house. And I'm just super, super grateful I get to go because I love entertainment and music. And the final thing on my list is connection. I love connection. I feel passionate about connection. That's why I do this, right? That's why I'm doing this right now, is I want to feel connected to you. I want to remember the truth about who we are, that we are all connected. Yes? So in the comments, I just kind of want you to take a moment and tell me what you're passionate about. I want you to tell me. I want to hear about what you're passionate about. And if you can't find something, I want you to dig deep. Even if it's TV, like I just said, if you're passionate about it, I am passionate about it. I love it. I love good television. I get very excited about it. When I just went out to Hollywood, I thought to myself, and I've thought this for years, I would be happy probably doing editing or, being in the background of watching good television get made. I think it's fantastic. I think it's an amazing time we live in, that we have those beautiful, beautiful opportunities to, experience being entertained through those modalities and connecting through this. This is all of it put together. This is a miniature TV in your hand where I'm singing and I'm showing you my art. Like, this is all of my passions. How cool is that? What are your passions? Put it in the comments. Okay, I want to hear about it. So Jennifer says writing, travel, healing arts, and theater. I love that. Linda says memes and graphics. I love that. That's fantastic. Those things excite us. Those things get us excited to live that luscious life. This life is a luscious life. It's a divine life. It's yours to experience. Lisa says, I am passionate about children and learning. I'm passionate about music and art too. This life is a luscious life. Sandy says music, connection, puns, and pancakes. Yes, this life is a luscious life. Sing it with me. This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life. Sing it with me. My life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. We are free to live life lusciously. Let me be me and you be you so perfectly. Let's celebrate unique individuality sweetly. Let's live life lusciously. This life is a luscious life. My life is a luscious life. And This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. Here this life is a luscious life. Christy commented, every creative art there is. That's right. Christy is she's my ministerial peer, and she's also a new good friend of mine. And I just want to give a shout out to Christy Botkin Reeves, that you can go check out her art. Just put her name in a search engine and it's going to come up. She's a brilliant artist working on a big project right now, but she's also an actress, a minister, a singer. She comes from a creative family, and I just love that. I love that every creative art there is. Yes. Because you know why? A luscious life is a beautiful life. Edgar Allan Poe said this: that pleasure which is at once the most pure, the most elevating, and the most intense is derived, I maintain, from the contemplation of the beautiful. The contemplation of the beautiful. What is beautiful to you? So we talk about the passion. The passion is sort of the action. It's sort of the thing that we like to do, or the thing we like to engage in. But beauty is just something that we gaze at, something that we just envelop, that we see, that we take in. What is beauty to you? What is beautiful for you? Let's contemplate the beautiful. So I put together a little whatchamacallit? What's it called? Collage. A digital collage of things that I think are beautiful. These are just a few things, but I made this little collage. Okay. I know it's really goofy, but in the upper left corner, you see the paints, which, it's beautiful to me. Art is beautiful to me. We've already talked about that. The sunrise, the sunset. I find such beauty in just the nature of the sun and the ocean and the mountains, right? And then of course the kitty represents all of our fur babies, right? The beauty. I mean, I will sit there and just stare at my cats. I went over to visit Stephanie, and Stephanie got 2 little new kittens, and I would just, they're this big, and I was just like in love. I mean, absolute love with the beauty of new life, right? Of course, the music across. I think music is beautiful. I've been reflecting upon what an influence music has been on my life. Flowers in the bottom left there. You have the roses and the lavender, both representing beauty to me. The beauty of the smell, the beauty of the opulent colors, the richness. And then of course in the bottom right I have the 2 bears that are cuddling, because I think it's beautiful when we are feeling that cuddly love with our person, or with a friend, or even with our fur baby, or with our family or loved ones, or with ourselves, with a pillow, whatever, however we are feeling that cuddly energy that represents. And I want to see what you guys put. Dance is beautiful. Absolutely. I love dance. Dance is absolutely beautiful. I love all the dance television shows, and I love to go and watch dances. Lisa Michelle says the Pacific Northwest. That is pure and total beauty. I have seen such beauty in the Pacific Northwest. I have seen roses this big in the Pacific Northwest. It is stunning there. I absolutely agree with you. Seattle, it's so funny because Seattle has this like reputation of being the gray city, right? But it's like bright fluorescent green because of all that moisture, right? It's just absolutely gorgeous. Flowers, yes, nature's trees, waterways. I love hearing about all these things that you think are beautiful. And of course, when I was thinking about beauty, I couldn't help but thinking about the beauty standard. And I felt like to live a luscious life today was to show a little shoulder, to share my tattoos, to share all this flesh that's on me, to share my body, to share my luscious life that I live through my body, which is the way it is, right? And I thought, why not share the very first statue, which I know you've all seen this, and I actually have a little tiny itty bitty replica that I keep near my computer, which is the first, it is the Venus of Willendorf. It's a faceless figure found in Austria, which, that's where my people come from, that heavily focuses on a woman's body. Due to the carving's large breasts, hips, and stomachs, researchers have concluded that the Venus figurine was probably used for rituals surrounding fertility, femininity, and eroticism. How much do you love that, right? I love that so much. And beauty Benjamin Franklin says, along with the, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And of course, it's your perception what is beautiful. And of course, there are days where we feel beautiful in our own skin, and there's days where we don't feel beautiful, and that's why I like to put art on my body. It makes me feel beautiful, to have like this happy flower living on me, right? Do you like to wear beautiful things? Do you like to feel, oh, I love the sunrises, sunsets, rainbows, misty hills, valleys, big old majestic trees. I love your comments, Jennifer. Jennifer says, my children and grandchildren experiencing ordinary things for the first time with wonder and joy. Wonder is another one of those beautiful words that connects with lusciousness for me. Okay, so Benjamin Franklin, oh no, I don't have it. Do I have it? No, I don't. Okay, I did not have this quote on a slide. It says for Benjamin Franklin, he said, beauty like supreme dominion is but supported by opinion. Beauty like supreme dominion is but supported by opinion. He was so good with words, wasn't he? So perception is beauty, right? And I mean, look at this piece of art, right? It's like, this right here is art, this carving, right? And, gosh, I'm sorry. I keep messing up my slides. Albert Einstein said, personally, I experience the greatest degree of pleasure in having contact with works of art. They furnish me with happy feelings of an intensity that I cannot derive from other sources. So if you think about like Albert Einstein, you think like scientist. I mean, you think of like a guy like dealing with numbers and, the frazzled hair, and he's sitting at his messy desk. Like that's what you think. But if you think about, listen to this, I experienced the greatest, he got pleasure from art. He got pleasure from art. That's how his brain got its food. That's why we nourish you here with spiritual food that is art, that is music, that is the reverence, the absolute reverence of those things. And of course, I wanted to tell you something about this piece of art here. This piece of art here is the second in a series, and the series is, I'm going to call it the Take My Breath Away series. Because they're inspired. Most of my series of paintings are inspired by things, by either a piece of art I'll see, or something in nature that I'll see, or, a combining of two visuals that I'll see. But this was from, I walked into the Unity of Stewart office to get my check, or just to say goodbye to the woman who, was there. And I was blown away by this piece of art. It was probably about this big, and it was all flowers. And I was like, I literally caught my breath. It took my breath away. And I wanted to ask you after I told you this story, when is the last time that your breath was taken away? Can you remember it? Do you want more of that? To look for that beauty, to live in those passions. Because, of course, from the Queen herself, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. I know you've heard that before, but in this context, think about the times your breath was taken away by art, by beauty, by a luscious life. Remember, this life is a luscious life. Sing it with me one more time. This life is a luscious life. My life is a luscious life. Well, this life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life. My life is a luscious life. This life is a luscious life. Take a bite. This life is a luscious life. We are free to live this life lusciously. Let me be me and you be you perfectly. Let's celebrate unique individuality sweetly. Let's live life lusciously, sweetly. Let's live life lusciously, sweetly. Let's live life lusciously. Yeah. Do but wait down. Bam boom bam boot up way bam bam. Do bam bam boot up way bam bam. So this has been your lusciousness conversation for today, and I hope that this talk inspired you to feel and see and enjoy your life in a luscious way. AJ Johnson just popped on, probably on her break at work. So glad you popped in, my darling. So we're talking about a luscious life, and it would be so luscious and lovely and fantastic if you were to decide to give today to House of Love and Light. If you want to see me continue doing these Sundays, granted, I am going to continue, but it will be sort of like not all the time. I will be announcing when I'm doing them. I will be doing posts. And so there may be, a few of us here, but I feel that I felt a very strong connection to the few people that were here today. And I hope that you felt it too, and that you feel that this was worth the time and energy that I put into it. I absolutely do it for the love of it. And I also appreciate any loving gifts that are put forth, whether it's through paypal.me/House of Love and Light or Venmo at Amy-Steinberg-5. So very grateful. Jennifer says, I was delivering a grocery cart order for Instacart, took me down the road I'd never seen, absolutely took my breath away. I love that. Isn't that nice to see something you've never seen, to drive down the street and see those flowers popping, on the road. We have in Asheville, there's lilies that take up the entire center of the highway, or, beautiful purple flowers along the side of the road. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. It is a wonderful time to embrace those moments that take our breath away. Embrace life's lusciousness. Yes. So, where can we buy your paintings? So the place that you can buy my paintings is just through me. I don't have any opportunity right now I have stuff all over the place. I have some stuff on Redbubble. I have some stuff on my website. But if you see something on my Facebook, then please contact me and it can be yours. So I made a new little background here for the upcoming stuff. Look at those beautiful grapes. This is taken from a winery, and they're so beautiful. I do put my stuff on Instagram. My Instagram is Steinberg Love. Steinberg Love. Lisa said, yesterday the sun came peeking through and the clouds around sunset. Breathtaking. Those moments, breathtaking. Okay, so for July, I'm going to do 2 Sundays in July. The 9th will be about freedom, of course, because we're right after the 4th of July, Independence Day. And then the 23rd will be about growth, because my birthday is July 17th, and I am turning the big 50. I am turning 50 this year. I believe it's a big milestone to be, half a century old, and it's a big deal. And then for August, I've got so many travels going on. I'm going to Nashville and Knoxville, and a bunch of other things are going on. So I'm only doing 1 Sunday in August. I don't know what September is going to look like, but I am doing some more traveling. So as we move on and move through this time together, I promise to let you know when I am doing House of Love and Light. And there's 2 other things that are coming up that I just want to give a shout out, which is that August 11th, I will be at Orange Peel here in Asheville. If you have ever thought about coming to Asheville to visit me, this is the time. August 11th. It's going to be beautiful here in the mountains. Wherever you are, it will be hot as hell. You want to get out of there, and you want to come and visit Asheville, North Carolina to see me and Christy Lene perform a show at a legendary venue called Orange Peel. It's the biggest venue I've ever played here locally, so I really want to fill every seat. So if you know anybody in the Asheville area, please send them out to the Amy and Christy show at the Orange Peel on August 11th. And here's a little bit of astrology with Lorelei, and then I will introduce a TikTok tidbits and a tool of the week. So don't go anywhere. We've got a little bit more to go.
Hello, my brothers and sisters of the House of Love and Light. So wonderful to be with you again, as we now are going to be celebrating the Gemini new moon. Remember, new moons are always the opportunity to plant the seeds of what you most desire in your life. So it's a time to let go. It's a time to be raw. It's a time to rebirth yourself. And interestingly enough, Gemini is the sign of the mind. And this Gemini new moon is having a fascinating dance with Neptune in Pisces, which is the planet of spirituality, the planet of dreams, inspiration, which could suggest that if you're relying only on your mind and not tuning into your gut, to your intuition, to your feelings, you're missing the mark, because that's where the answers are. So while things might feel confusing, they would only feel confusing if you're doing too much data and are not honoring the intuitive side of who you are, especially again at this new moon. Now, what's also happening now is that Saturn, the planet of reality, the planet of all outer authority figures, the planet of responsibility, is retrograding for the next 5 months. Saturn is the planet of father. Interesting that Saturn is retrograding on Father's Day. Well, again, this is a time where we can decide, no matter what the relationship with your father is or was, that you can be your own best father, that you can set boundaries for yourself, you can set limits where it's necessary. And again, new moons are a time when we are just raw and undefended and need to be really kind and gentle with ourselves and with others, because there's no moon in the sky now. Now, the other thing that's happening this next week on June 21st is, of course, the summer solstice, when the sun adventures into the initiating water sign of Cancer, the river. When the sun is in Cancer, we all have the opportunity to live through our feelings, to really trust that if we tell ourselves and share with ourselves how we feel, that's where we will connect with others. Cancer, again, being the initiating water sign, can also, when not feeling safe and secure within itself, be defensive, reactive, moody. But again, when being undefended, in my defenselessness, my safety lies, as the Course in Miracles says, that's where vulnerability kicks in. That's where the connection to yourself and to others kick in. So allow yourself, more than usual, to really trust all of your feelings and to know that you are always being guided, because the summer solstice begins a new season, the initiating water sign of Cancer season. And when we begin a new season, we have let go of the last 3 months and we are creating the next 3 months. So here is the opportunity, with Venus and Mars both still in Leo, to create from a place of joy, from a place of inspiration, honoring your inner child and embracing all those experiences to be a kid again. Essentially, to really know that the child is alive and well in you, and here is an opportunity to experience him or her in ways that maybe you didn't as a kid, with more innocence, with more undefendedness, and just joy and full self-expression. So until we connect, I wish you blue skies, green lights, and lucky stars.
Blue sky, green lights, lucky stars. The amazing Lorelei Robbins, one of the best astrologers I've ever heard, and I love the way she always connects Course in Miracles or New Thought with the astrological forecast. I have to say, I'm writing this, a new one-woman show. I'm working on it, and I don't know if it'll ever get done, but I'm working on it, and it's about becoming a minister. And I've been thinking about like what brought me to ministry, like what brought me to this place where I wanted to talk about spirit. And of course, one of the first things that comes to mind is astrology. And from a very young age, I was in high school and middle school, maybe not middle school, high school, I was like so into the Linda Goodman's astrology book. I started studying it and learning it, and because I think it's fascinating. It's the study of relationships. And I always thought, if the moon can move the tides, why wouldn't it affect the placenta? Why wouldn't it affect the water in our bodies? I mean, we're all made of water anyway, right? So anyway, I think it's magical, it's mystical, it's mysticism, it's some of the stuff that I'm into. It's not new thought per se, but it's fun. And this is the House of Love and Light. This is my own house, so I can talk about whatever the hell I want to. And speaking of that, I always like to share some TikToks, because I feel like I don't know that everybody's on TikTok, but I love TikTok, and TikTok is getting so much shit lately. I don't even know if it's going to be continuing or in this country or whatever, but I love to collect some TikToks to share that have something to do with the topic of the day. So I collected some TikToks that I thought were along the lines of lusciousness. And here's just like 2 minutes of TikTok tidbits. I hope you enjoy.
When you buy a little plant and it's doing great, you break off a piece and you propagate, you make another plant. Ooh yeah, a baby brother plant.
How do you make time for rest when it feels like a guilty pleasure to sit down every once in a while? Can we just take a moment? I feel it too. I feel like there's something wrong with me if I'm not doing something. This is like embarrassing to admit this to you. But normally I sit on my phone in my bath and I relax in my bath by answering emails. Why? You know what I think you and I feel when we sit down and do nothing? We feel weird. We don't know what to do with our hands. We don't know what to think about. We don't know how to relax. Like unless I'm on a vacation on a beach chair with a pina colada in my hand, I don't know how to relax. It's true. It's a sickness. So what am I going to do with it? We're going to call it what it is. It's freaking weird. But we have to learn how
Law of attraction secret that will change everything for you. Okay, first of all, it's good to note that you never attract what you want. You always attract what you are. When you establish that you want something from the universe, I want, you're putting out the energetic vibration that you don't already have. So stop saying you want things. Instead, you need to become a vibrational match to that what you desire. And the universe will actually do this for you. So let me explain. When you put out your intentions and you ask the universe for something, it hears you. Your wish is my command. What the universe does is it says, I need you to be this specific person before I give you these gifts. So this is what happens. The universe starts throwing tests, challenges, obstacles, hardships in your way, in your path. And this is where a lot of people give up. They think the opposite is happening of what they're attracting. When really it's through these tests, challenges, and obstacles that you slowly but surely become the person that you need to be in order to receive those gifts. Awareness of this is absolutely key. You can attract anything you want.
I think that's really an interesting idea. I don't know if I 100% agree with it, that the universe will put obstacles and tests in your way, but as I've been experiencing it this week, I might say that's true because I came back from the ministerial training very clear on what I wanted to do. And I began to write this one-woman show, and I began to really get into doing daily treatments and really getting into the teachings of New Thought. And all of a sudden, like a bunch of stuff came up in the past like 24, 48 hours where like old things, stuff with family stuff, just stuff, lots of questions about health and my mind and all kinds of stuff has come up. And I think maybe now that that's the reason is because I'm getting clearer on what I'm doing. I'm getting clearer on who I am. And I think the more we get clear on who we truly are, the more we remember who we truly are, it's almost like the opposite will appear to show us what we're not, to show us the contrast, right? So the tool of the week is name and claim your passions. And the reason why I picked this is because if you're going to live a luscious life, you're going to do what you're passionate about. You're going to be in your passion. And I want you to name them and claim them this week. I want you to say, I'm passionate about this week. I'm living a life of lusciousness. I'm passionate about getting excited about these Posse Awards. I'm so passionate about these Posse Awards and this Posse Festival, all of these amazing artists that are going to be there. And I'm so positive about and passionate about going and playing at the Unity of Nashville this Wednesday night. If you're in Nashville or Nashville area, know anybody in Nashville, I will be at the Unity of Nashville this Wednesday doing a concert. I'm passionate about art. I'm passionate about my friendships. I'm passionate about my person. What are you passionate about? I want you to name it and claim it this week. And I want you to just know that you are loved, that you are exactly where you need to be, and that everything is unfolding as it should. And that even in those moments where you feel like things are uncomfortable or things are difficult, I want you to remember that you are beautiful, you are loved, and love is everywhere. Love, sweet love surrounds me now. These are the things I hope that you picked up today, okay? There's an abundance. Your passion leads to your purpose, leads to your prosperity. Can I hear an amen? Your passion leads to your purpose, leads to your prosperity. I want you to pick up today that you can live a luscious life. If that chant comes into your head this week, my life is a luscious life. Yeah. There will not be a Wednesday night House of Love and Light. I'll see if I can go live at my concert, because my concert does start at 7 o'clock. So if I can, I'll go live on the House of Love and Light page. And if not, I will see you the following Wednesday on Wednesday night. And then, like I said, just going one more moment back to the upcoming, the next House of Love and Light will be July 9th. July 9th will be the next House of Love and Light. So until then, if you do come on Sundays, I have lots and lots of appearances and different places I'll be. The first Sunday in July, I will be at Unity of the Blue Ridge. And then I'm speaking and singing at CSL Asheville on July 23rd. So I'm just going to try to keep my dates updated on amysteinberg.net. So if you're interested in following me and seeing what I'm up to and what I'm doing, then I invite you to go check out amysteinberg.net. It's a lot. There's a lot of shifting and changing going on. We're all in full bloom right now. One more time, I'm going to just show off my tattoos because I'm luscious. I'm lusciousness. Ooh. And I just can't wait to see everybody at the Posse Festival this weekend and to enjoy you all. So, all right. I hope that you got something out of this. And if you'd like to give something today, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I receive gratefully. And I hope you have a fantastic week. That was a lot. Live a luscious life. I love you. Bye-bye.
House of Love and Light. House of Love and Light. Amy, take us to the place where we can be just who we are. And it's alright in the House of Love and Light. House of Love and Light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight. Through the House of Love and Light. House of Love.